Tech awards ceremony this evening. Thanks for being here. You're in a great room. This is the room we're going to use for the VIP reception, so it's a good place to be. But what that means is when we conclude, there's the big reception out in the main room and then the VIP reception in here, so please don't linger too long unless you're supposed to be in the room when we finish up here. So at this point, I'd like to introduce the President and CEO of the Marine Corps Association, Lieutenant General Charles Sharoti.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, my apologies for keeping you waiting. It took me about 3 minutes to go from Old Town to here. There's probably a whole posse of police officers that are chasing me right now, but so just hold them at the door. We'll be okay. We're going to get through this. But I just want to welcome you tonight for this award ceremony. A little bit different than we've done in the past, and I think just as significant, we recognize the achievements of those individuals who have really excelled in the field of ammunition, and rightfully so. So it's great to have you here tonight as we award these 7 wonderful awards out of the 4,400 awards that we will give out this year to recognize excellence. And so without further ado, General Walsh, I think this floor is yours.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Good afternoon. Good evening, everybody. Really happy to be here. Really happy to see such a great crowd. It's always exciting to attend the AMMO Awards. Always a great, energetic crowd, so happy to be here. I want to thank General Sharoti and MCA for organizing. This is always all of these events, these dinners that recognize these award winners are really worthwhile, and thank you for organizing for your staff. For the industry partners, this stuff doesn't happen without you, for your sponsorship of the awards, for your participation throughout the year as you help us deliver capabilities for our Marines. So thank you for participating tonight and cooperating with us and collaborating with us throughout the year. It's really an honor to join the AMMO team here tonight to recognize the Marines, both officer and enlisted, who made the most influential contributions to our AMMO community over the last year. Last year, I was here with Sergeant Major Goodyear. I was just a couple of days from taking over Marine Corps Systems Command, and I can tell you it was really my first exposure to the AMMO community, and it made an impression. All of you know and you live it every day. The AMMO community is very proud, very energetic community, passionate about serving our Marines. And I've been in the aviation side, K-Courts, those types of things. Sergeant Major and I went to the St. Babs dinner with the Arty folks this year. I had the opportunity to be the ordnance officer on a MEU. I don't know if that counts as an AMMO guy or not, but I was an ordnance officer, aviation ordnance. But I can honestly say I've met no group of Marines that are more enthusiastic, more esprit de corps, more pride in what they do than the AMMO community. So it's always a fun time to come here, hang out with our AMMO Marines. I spent a couple hours in the party room at the ball last year with the AMMO crew. Always a great time. No stories shared there. But the pride and esprit de corps you have as an AMMO community is well earned. You really are a business end of the Marine Corps. We are all about lethality as Marines, and it's really hard to be lethal without ammo. I'm sure there's a few young Marines out there who are pretty lethal with their McMap and a bayonet, but ammo really is what the business end of the Marine Corps is, and it's really a vital service that you provide. The ammo community has made a huge impact and touches every part of the Marine Corps. It's the work of the ammo officers and the techs. It's the work that they do that makes sure that the Marines don't have to worry about where their ammo comes from. Everything from procuring it, storing it, handling it, cataloging it, all of that comes together at the pointy end of the spear where the Marines need the ammunition to go win battles and do our nation's bidding. On top of the support you provide every day to our Marines out in the fleet, this year you've also supported audit. I know a lot of you probably touched the audit stuff, and that's really important to the Marine Corps. On top of what you do every day for them. You're working on the development of new capabilities in support of Force Design 2030. There's a whole bunch of them out there, and ammo is a big part of it. And of course, you've supported our Ukrainian allies over the last year as well, providing them through presidential drawdown with the ammunition they need to do what they're doing over there and defend themselves. So tonight we're going to recognize 6 Marines who made a difference. They're selected from among the over 1,400 ammunition Marines who make up the community. of ammo techs. Their professionalism, dedication, and superior performance ensured that our Marines have the ammo they need to win every time. The awards are named in honor of Gunnery Sergeant Edwin Johnson, Jr. Gunny Johnson was an ammunition tech who was killed in action in Afghanistan in 2009. His heroic actions earned him the Bronze Star with Combat V posthumously. And it's a pleasure to recognize Marines who have done such a great job upholding Gunny Johnson's legacy. So congratulations to all our award winners tonight, and thank you to all of the team that supports them and the families as well. Semper Fidelis.
A little lower. Thank you. Thank you, Brigadier General Walsh. Thank you Mr. Scott Adams, Program Manager for Ammunition, distinguished guests, sponsors, family, and friends, and everyone else for being here tonight, to include those watching on the live stream. We are fortunate to have the future of the ammunition community here with us tonight. Students from the USMC Munition School were unable to join us this year as they normally do. Marines, I hope you took the opportunity to introduce yourself to the other members of the community. We truly appreciate the support of the Marine Corps Association, which has made the presentation of these awards possible since 2010. Gunnery Sergeant Johnson was a patriot with a strong sense of service. During his almost 13 years of service, he served as an ammunition chief with 2nd Tank Battalion and India Battery, 5th Battalion, 10th Marines. He served with ammunition companies in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, and Camp Schwab, Okinawa, Japan, managing small arms at the ammunition supply point and leading his Marines as a platoon sergeant. In balancing out his service to the Marine Corps, he successfully completed a tour on recruiting duty. Gunnery Sergeant Johnson deployed to combat operations in Afghanistan in 2009 in support of Operation Enduring Freedom, and was awarded the Bronze Star with Combat Distinguishing Device posthumously for his actions taken on September 8, 2009 in the Ganjal Valley, Afghanistan. Gunnery Sergeant Johnson's additional personal awards include the Navy Marine Corps Achievement Medal and Combat Action Ribbon. Gunnery Sergeant Johnson is survived by his widow, Ms. Tasha Johnson, sons Jaron and Torin, and daughter Jalissa. The Gunnery Sergeant Edward W. Johnson Jr. Memorial Marine Corps Ammunition Awards Program recognizes 6 categories of individuals who possess superior ammunition excellence. The Marines that come before you this evening have exhibited exceptionally noteworthy performance and displayed initiative, dedication, esprit de corps, military occupational specialty knowledge, and consistently demonstrated abilities above what is expected of an ammunition technician or officer of their rank. Recipients will also be awarded the Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal, given on behalf of the Commandant of the Marine Corps. Will Lieutenant General Charles Sharati, USMC retired, Brigadier General Walsh, and Sergeant Major Goodyear, as well as Mr. Scott Adams, please join me at the front of the room. Presenting this year's Ammunition Technician of the Year Award on behalf of Rheinmetall Defense is Chief Officer 5, Mike Brooks. Chief Officer Brooks, could you please join us on the front of the room?
I'll do it on his behalf. Okay.
Corporal Allen, please make your way to the front of the room. Corporal Allen is the recipient of this year's Ammunition Technician of the Year Award. He was nominated by 3rd Supply Battalion. The Commandant of the Marine Corps and the Commander, Marine Corps Systems Command, takes pleasure in presenting this year's Ammunition Technician of the Year Award to Corporal Connor N. Allen for service set forth in the following citation. For professional achievement and the superior performance of his duties while serving as team leader, Ammunition Company, 3rd Supply Battalion, 3rd Marine Logistics Group, Corporal Allen was hand-selected as the 2022 Ammunition Technician of the Year. This selection is an example of the skill and talent exhibited daily by Corporal Allen. Corporal Allen's professionalism, initiative, and steadfast devotion to duty reflected credit upon him and were in keeping with the highest traditions of the Marine Corps and the United States Naval Service. Presenting this year's selected Marine Corps Reserve Ammunition Technician of the Year award on behalf of American Ordnance is Brigadier General John McGinnis. Brigadier General John McGinnis, would you please join us at the front? American Ordnance is a premier manufacturer of ammunition to the United States military. Sergeant Siegler, please make your way to the front of the room. Sergeant Siegler is the recipient of this year's selected Marine Corps Reserve Ammunition Technician of the Year award. Sergeant Siegler was nominated by Combat Logistics Battalion 451. The Commandant of the Marine Corps and the Commander, Marine Corps Systems Command, takes pleasure in presenting this year's selected Marine Corps Reserve Ammunition Technician of the Year award to Sergeant Joseph D. Siegler for service as set forth in the following citation. For professional achievement in the superior performance of his duties while serving as First Squad Leader, Combat Logistics Battalion 451, Combat Logistics Regiment 45, 4th Marine Logistics Group. Sergeant Siegler was hand-selected as the 2022 selected Marine Corps Reserve Ammunition Technician of the Year. This selection is an example of the skill and talent exhibited daily by Sergeant Siegler. Sergeant Siegler's professionalism, initiative, and steadfast devotion to duty reflected credit upon him and were in keeping with the highest traditions of the Marine Corps and the United States Naval Service. Presenting this year's Ammunition Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year award on behalf of General Dynamics, Ordnance and Tactical Systems is Mr. Moises M. Gutierrez. Mr. Gutierrez, would you please join us at the front? General Dynamics, Ordnance and Tactical Systems is a global leader in meeting the ammunition needs of the Armed Forces of the United States, its friends, and its allies. Sergeant Robbins, please make your way to the front of the room. Sergeant Robbins is the recipient of this year's Ammunition Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year award. He was nominated by 3rd Supply Battalion. The Commandant of the Marine Corps and the Commander, Marine Corps Systems Command, takes pleasure in presenting the Ammunition Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year award to Sergeant Reuben R. Robbins, Jr. for service as set forth in the following citation. For professional achievement in the superior performance of his duties while serving as Storage Platoon Section Head, Ammunition Company, 3rd Supply Battalion, 3rd Marine Logistics Group. Sergeant Robbins was hand-selected as the 2022 Ammunition Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year. This selection is an example of the skill and talent exhibited daily by Sergeant Robbins. Sergeant Robbins' professionalism, initiative, and steadfast devotion to duty reflected credit upon him and were in keeping with the highest traditions of the Marine Corps and the United States Naval Service. Presenting this year's Ammunition Staff Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year award on behalf of L3 Harris Technologies, Defense Electronic Systems Division, is Miss Monica Stoka. Miss Stoka, would you please join us at the front? L3 Harris Defense Electronic Systems Division provides precision electronic components, subsystems, and systems for the Department of Defense and international allies. Gunnery Sergeant Covey, please make your way to the front of the room. Gunnery Sergeant Covey is the recipient of this year's Ammunition Staff Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year award. Gunnery Sergeant Covey was nominated by 1st Supply Battalion. The Commodore of the Marine Corps and the Commander, Marine Corps Systems Command, takes pleasure in presenting this year's Ammunition Staff Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year Award to Gunnery Sergeant Michael A. Covey for service as set forth in the following citation. For professional achievement in the superior performance of his duties while serving as Storage Chief, Marine Wing Headquarters Squadron 2, Gunnery Sergeant Covey was hand-selected as the 2022 Ammunition Staff Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year. This selection is an example of the skill and talent exhibited daily by Gunnery Sergeant Covey. Gunnery Sergeant Covey's professionalism, initiative, and steadfast devotion to duty reflected credit upon him and were in keeping with the highest traditions of the Marine Corps in the United States Naval Service. Presenting this year's selected Marine Corps Reserve Ammunition Officer of the Year Award on behalf of Northrop Grumman Mission Systems is Mr. Tim Diedrich. Mr. Diedrich, would you please join us at the front of the room? Defining possible, Northrop Grumman is a trusted provider of mission-enabling solutions for global security. Chief Officer 3 Gish, please make your way to the front of the room. Chief Officer 3, Christopher M. Gish, is the recipient of this year's selected Marine Corps Reserve Ammunition Officer of the Year Award. Chief Officer 3, Christopher Gish, was nominated by Combat Logistics Battalion 453. The Commodore of the Marine Corps and the Commander, Marine Corps Systems Command, takes pleasure in presenting this year's selected Marine Corps Reserve Ammunition Officer of the Year Award to Chief Warrant Officer Christopher M. Gish for service as set forth in the following citation. For professional achievement in the superior performance of his duties while serving as Field Ammunition Supply Point Officer in Charge, Combat Logistics Battalion 453, Combat Logistics Regiment 4, 4th Marine Logistics Group. Chief Warrant Officer 3, Christopher Gish, was hand-selected as the 2022 Selected Marine Corps Reserve Ammunition Officer of the Year. This selection is an example of the skill and talent exhibited daily by Chief Warrant Officer 3 Gish. Chief Warrant Officer 3 Gish professionalism, initiative, and steadfast devotion to duty reflected credit upon him and were in keeping with the highest traditions of the Marine Corps in the United States Naval Service. Presenting this year's Ammunition of the Year Award, Ammunition Officer of the Year Award on behalf of NAMO is Mr. Kevin Goodwin. Mr. Goodwin, can you please join us at the front of the room? NAMO! NAMO is an aerospace and defense group specialized in production of ammunition, rocket mortars, and space applications. It's great to have a retired ammunition officer presenting this award. Thank you for being here. Chief Warrant Officer 2 Millord, please make your way to the front of the room. Chief Warrant Officer 2 Millord is the recipient of this year's Ammunition Officer of the Year Award. He was nominated by 2nd Supply Battalion. The Commandant of the Marine Corps and the Commander, Marine Corps Systems Command, takes pleasure in presenting this year's Ammunition Officer of the Year Award to Chief Warrant Officer 2 Antonio J. Millord for service as set forth in the following citation. For professional achievement in the superior performance of his duties while serving as the officer in charge, Ammunition Company, 2nd Supply Battalion, 2nd Marine Logistics Group. Chief Warrant Officer 2 Millord was hand-selected as the 2022 Ammunition Officer of the Year. This selection is an example of the skill and talent exhibited daily by Chief Warrant Officer 2 Millord. Chief Warrant Officer 2 Milord's professionalism, initiative, and steadfast devotion to duty reflected credit upon him and were in keeping with the highest traditions of the Marine Corps in the United States Naval Service. Antonio, you stay. You stay up there. At this time, would all of the award recipients please join us on stage?
I was like, what did I do? Let me go to the back.
On behalf of the Program Manager for Ammunition, Mr. Scott Adams, the Deputy Program Manager, Lieutenant Colonel Walker, and the entire ammunition community, we would like to extend our sincere appreciation to all of you for joining us this evening, especially the event's sponsors and those that made the trip from all over the country. Thank you for taking the time to be here tonight. Last but certainly not least, a sincere thank you to Lieutenant General Cerroti, the Marine Corps Association, Miss Leanne, Miss Sarah, and your entire staff, as well as the staff here at the Hilton Mark Center. Without all of you, this event would not be possible. It is truly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for all of the people behind the scenes who made this event possible. Thank you. We look forward to seeing many of you at the reception and dinner tonight and again next year. You can go drink now.